catches last year and only 1 touchdown. Is there any effort to get him more in the end zone more, or is that just kind of a play-by-play thing?
Yeah, we're trying to get. That's kind of been the ongoing joke around the locker room. Is Gary has 1,000,000 catches and 1 touchdown. And then yesterday in practice, he does a remarkable play and he goes out on the half-yard line. So it's been an ongoing joke, but that is an emphasis. We need guys to score touchdowns. David Sills has a great ability of finding his way in the end zone. We need to find some of those other guys that can go out there and score when they get the ball.
Thanks, Coach.
For Gary, it seems that when we talked to him yesterday, it seems that he's humble enough to not mind that much if he's not the one scoring. I think he understands his role in the team. Do you agree?
I agree. I think he's one of the more selfless kids that we got on our team. Yesterday in practice, we moved him he played 4 different positions in practice, and he didn't say one thing about it, didn't complain. He went out there and he did a job to his best of ability. He does the dialogue that he brings, like on the sidelines, is always interesting because he understands the game so well that he'll come off and tell you certain play is going to get this kid open. Which a lot of receivers have that me mentality, but he's all about the team.
Coach Carrier has told us that he's kind of paired up some of the older guys like David and Gary with the incoming players. Do you appreciate that kind of mentorship? There's so much knowledge within the wide receiving core in general that is probably important for these guys to share their knowledge with the younger players.
Yeah, I think that's huge. I think those younger players, their heads are spinning right now, and you've got some guys like that can, comfort them in a way where and kind of teach them and show them the ropes is always comforting for those young guys. I think, here in about a couple of years, those young guys are going to look back and they're going to appreciate the help that these mature group of receivers are going to be giving the advice to.
What are you expecting to see out of your running backs this year?
The main thing is I want to see the continuity with the O-line. I want to see them mirror up their footwork with the offense line. And having Coach Blackwell here, he's done an unbelievable job at getting that accomplished. So that's been the biggest emphasis in the offseason moving forward, is making sure those guys are on the same page with the offensive line. Very talented group. I think there's a lot of guys that are jumping off tape right now, but I want to see more consistency in that room, and right now they're showing it.
Just ask quick about center. For you, how important is it to how early in camp for one guy to step above the other, especially when it comes to working with Will and stuff like that?
We get a lot of work at that, especially with having Matt all of last year. So Will's already got a comfort with Matt. Bucci Grassi is he's coming along great, and I think there's a healthy competition with those guys, and Wick just moves them in and out all the time, which is a healthy mix. But when you get down to the comfort level of running with the 1s and 2s, they're together so many times. We do so many reps in this offseason, this fall camp, that
it's kind of interchangeable.
It's kind of interchangeable. And that's what you want to get to, where if something does happen to one of them, he's comfortable with the other one just as much.